Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. This is going to be a collaboration video between me and Gangrene. He's a pretty close internet friend, I would say. He's got his own YouTube channel. He also makes drug videos. I think you guys would like him, so make sure to go check him out and subscribe to him. This is also going to include my top 5 favorite drugs. Now, these aren't necessarily the most common drugs I use, the most interesting drugs I use, just my favorite ones from personal experience and how potent they are and the strength. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, number 5 is Phenibut. Now, you guys might be thinking, oh, I'm such a fucking sellout, since I have an affiliate link. But I'm not joking. Phenibut is seriously a dope-ass fucking drug. It is a GABA B agonist, a calcium channel blocker, which means it indirectly raises GABA, along with being a GABA B agonist. It also, in high doses, is a GABA A agonist, and it also mildly releases dopamine. This, it's just like a combination of every, good, satisfying drug there is. I'm not even joking. It really is hard to explain how enjoyable this is, even though it's legal. That's the big thing. It's legal. Of course, I will leave a link in the description where you can get 15% off your Phenibut. But it is an awesome drug. I mean, it takes around 4 to 6 hours to peak, which is quite annoying, but if you can get past that, it is just bomb as fuck. Better than any benzo. Better than alcohol by a long shot. It gets the 2 thumbs up seal of approval. So, number 4 on this list, again, is another legal drug, a drug known as Kratom. So, Kratom is definitely not as strong as in most opioids, not even close, but there's something about it that feels really natural. Kratom acts as something opioid receptor agonist. I'm not sure what specific one, but it really doesn't matter because it's like a stimulant in lower doses and a depressant in higher doses. A lot of people use it to quit heroin withdrawal, or quit heroin for heroin withdrawal, but it is pretty amazing for it being legal, and you can buy it relatively cheap online. What I usually do is I mix it into coffee. Like, I'll put the Kratom into the coffee grounds and then brew it into coffee. That's the way I like doing it. The only thing that sucks is that it lasts like 4 hours tops, 3 or 4 hours tops, but it kicks in relatively fast. Around, I'd say 15-20 minutes, you're starting to feel it. But yeah, Kratom, definitely dope. Check it out. So now we're getting into the illegal territory. Yes, I am talking about the white lightning, the Santa's dandruff, the anybody's devil's dandruff. That's what it's called, not Santa's dandruff. What the fuck? But yes, cocaine. Now, I've done cocaine only 3 times, but those 3 times are enough to know how good it is, which is why I don't do it very often, if really ever. But it's so fucking awesome. It's a dopamine and noradrenaline and mildly serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which means when dopamine pools in your brain, it usually gets reuptaked, but it stops it from being reuptaked. So when it spins around, it pools up into your brain, and that's what gives you that dopamine blast of a high. There's really not much I can say about cocaine that already hasn't been said. It kicks in relatively fast. If you snort it around 10 minutes, you're starting to feel it, and then it lasts about 30 minutes. I'd say closer to 45. But yeah, there really isn't much else you can say about cocaine. I wouldn't recommend trying it, but it is bomb as fuck. So, number 2 on this list is kinda cheating, I guess. I'm just gonna include all opioids, specifically hydrocodone, oxycodone, codeine. I don't really like codeine, but you can throw in a little bit of loperamide. That's technically an opioid, though it's not a prescription one. But basically, I'm talking about all opioids. Now, again, I do not recommend doing any of this. With the opioid epidemic that has been sweeping America, it just goes to show how addictive these things are. And I'm kind of going to take this time to just say, be careful, guys out there. Do not, just be careful mixing things. Be careful how much you take. I don't want to see anyone out there dying. And I myself have had some great experiences on opioids, but they're really risky. They are very risky. They are extremely euphoric, but at the same time, there's a lot of risk, which I'm not going to say a lot of risk, more reward, but they are just they can be very, very addicting. They very easy to overdose on. So I just wanted to take this quick part of the video to just say, be careful out there, guys, especially with opioids. But I myself don't do them that often, but when I do, it's somewhat of a treat because they are very strong and very powerful and very good for getting high. Wink. Okay, so number one on this list, guys, is dextroamphetamine. We're talking Adderall, we're talking Vyvanse. This stuff is easily my favorite drug of all time. Now you may be saying, oh, why is cocaine behind Adderall? Well, I like the duration of Adderall XR, especially, I like Vyvanse better, but it's all the same, it's dextroamphetamine. I like the motivation it gives you. Cocaine really doesn't give me a motivation. Adderall does, and Adderall does, because Adderall is a dopamine and adrenaline releasing drug, so it is similar to cocaine, not as strong, definitely not as strong, but lasts much longer, and that's why I like it a lot. It's very versatile too. You can study with it, you can party with it, you can watch movies with it, you can listen to music with it. It makes literally almost anything more enjoyable except eating. That is what you got to watch out for. It's great for weight loss, but you don't want to end up looking like a fucking skinny little tweaker. No offense to any skinny people. That was just a little jab at skinny. I'm a little overweight myself. I need to actually working on it. So maybe I could use a little Vyvanse. I did do around 40 milligrams of Vyvanse today, so feeling pretty good. I'm a little tired from nodding out a bit, but yeah, Adderall is by far I've got the most fond memories of it. It's just so much fun to do. Playing video games with it is especially fun. Just anything, it makes it more enjoyable. So there you guys go. You got my perspective on it, but I'm gonna pass it over to my friend Gangrene. Let's go.
Hey, my channel name's Gangrene. I'm gonna be here on the Speed Freaks video talking about my 5 most preferred drugs, going from number 5 to number 1. So, number 5 is DXM, which is a dissociative drug. You find it in cough medicine, Robitussin, Delsum syrup, Coricidin, cough and cold, which is the most popular way to take it. And basically, you can get I guess you would call it a psychedelic experience off of it. It's actually can be very euphoric and very visual, and they have different plateaus, and the first plateau is all the plateaus feel a little different, and them slowly, the first and second plateaus are more euphoric and good for music, and then the third plateau and the fourth plateau is where shit starts getting really fucking weird. But yeah, you end up taking around 400 something like that milligrams to hit the third plateau, and that's usually where you want to hit. But yeah, DXM is very fun. I've had a lot of good experiences with it, and that's number 5. I'm going to go on to number 4. Alright, number 4, Kratom. Everybody, I don't know a single person who's not a fan of opioids. That feeling's amazing. So, Kratom has alkaloids in it, which hit the opioid receptors, which make you feel similar to Percocet, similar to Norcos and Opanas, all that junk. It's legal in a lot of states, so it's also banned in certain states. But it's very great. You can get the powder and just eat it, toss and wash it, and get the same. It's a good pain-killing effect without it being overly abusable. It's very good medicine, very good recreational experience too. But yeah, Kratom is opiates. Everybody loves opiates, at least I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to number 3. Number 3, amphetamines. Dextroamphetamine to be exact. Dextroamphetamine is Adderall, basically, and I'd get the instant release tablets. And it's a stimulant, so it makes you feel wide awake and energetic, talkative. You focus easier. You know, a lot of people will take that shit and draw a very detailed picture, or just end up jerking off for hours and hours on end. One of those two. But yeah, you get 30 milligrams instant release or extended release, and take them, you get a euphoric, sped up feeling. You just talkative. You'll end up talking someone's head off really easily. It's a very fun drug, but also has side effects such as you can't eat. Even the thought of food is disgusting. You can't sleep if you're on it. It's a stimulant. It keeps your heart rate up. You can't go to sleep. And so not eating and not sleeping and probably not drinking either all adds up, and you get this terrible crash at the end of the day or the next day, and it's anxiety, sweating, drains, irritable. It's terrible. But the feeling, it's one of those drugs that you take, and it's gonna come with repercussions, but it's worth it, honestly. But so with that being said, I'm gonna go on into number 2. Alright, number 2, Xanax, alprazolam, benzos. Xanax is one of the most popular benzos out there. It's one of the stronger ones. You take it for panic disorder, anxiety, insomnia. It's prescribed for migraines in some cases. But it's kind of my drug of choice. I had to stop messing with it because it started fucking with my shit. But yeah, it's a very fun drug. You lose all anxiety, you're carefree completely, and it feels so relaxing. It's a benzo. It's for anxiety mainly. They come in 2 milligram pills mainly, and taking one of those, if your tolerance isn't right, it's enough for you to black out, and the withdrawals are terrible from it. I don't recommend taking this because you most of the time you're gonna lose control of yourself. You won't be able to control your actions or what you do, and that's where I went wrong, and I messed up a lot in my life. But yeah, as far as a recreational experience goes, I really like Xanax. And with that being said, moving over to number 1. Number 1 is LSD. I fucking love psychedelics. Psychedelics are my favorite class of drugs out there. It's so mind-opening, fun to experience, and just see the world in new colors. It's great. If you've done, as you know what I'm talking about, it is just a great feeling to be one with the world for a while and get amazing visuals, and just it's just a great headspace, a great feeling. LSD is very safe, actually, despite what you may have heard about it maybe being made with rat poison, or it stays in your spine and all that shit. It's very safe. It's the only issue with it is that you can have a bad trip, and you can have a bad trip by basically being retarded and not knowing what you're doing. I've had maybe one bad trip in my entire life, and I've done psychedelics a lot. It's not that hard to not put yourself in a bad situation where you have a bad trip. LSD is very fun. It's a very good tool. It's a very good recreational drug. It enhances all of the 5 senses. It's enhanced. It's great. Highly recommended if you're wanting to get a good life experience, something just to remember for the rest of your life. LSD is that. And that's all I got for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Shout out to TheSPEEDFREAK. I'm gonna be in this video. My channel is Gangreens, GXNGGR33N. So yeah, maybe you can check my channel out. It'll probably be linked in the description. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little collaboration video. I had a lot of fun making this, along with my pal online, Gangrene. I will leave a link to his channel in the description. If you like my videos, you're gonna like his videos, because he talks about drugs too, and I think he's got some good stuff coming down the pipeline. I will also leave links to where you can buy Phenibut from, which was my 5th favorite drug. I really can't, I can leave a link from where to buy Kratom, but the other 3, I can't. You can ask the local hoodlum or street dealer where you can get some cocaine, opioids, or Adderall. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking super sweaty video. It's hot as hell in my room, and there ain't nothing I can do about it. But P.S. I'm on some opioids right now. I'm nodding out a bit, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I will catch you later. Goodbye.